Okay, so have you ever felt just completely swamped by brands? Big ones, small ones, all trying to tell you their, unique story.
Oh, definitely.
It seems like every single company now, from, I don't know, your local soap maker to the huge tech giants, they're just desperate to connect through some big narrative.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder, though, is this whole obsession with storytelling actually helping businesses or helping us, the consumers? Or has it maybe turned into something else?
Hmm.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Right. Well, according to the sources we looked at, this whole business storytelling thing has kind of evolved into what some people are calling a strange religion.
A religion? Why
Yeah.
that?
No, not literally, of course.
Yeah.
But it describes how narrative has become this almost unquestioned dogma in business strategy.
Yeah.
Like there's this core belief that customers don't really care about the actual product or
About the
service.
story.
Exactly. Just the story.
Yeah.
So our mission here in this deep dive is to sort of pull out the insights on why this happened, how it affects you as a consumer, and maybe most importantly, what actually makes a business story genuinely compelling.
That's a really powerful way to frame it. A strange religion.
Yeah.
But okay, why? Why has this focus on narrative gotten so dominant? What are these gurus preaching that led to this?
Well, what's fascinating is that this belief really took hold as markets got more and more crowded, saturated,
Hmm.
and products started looking, well, pretty much the same.
Commoditized,
All
yeah.
right. So when it's tough to stand out on just features or price, businesses start looking for other ways to differentiate.
Makes sense.
And the sources point out that a lot of business consultants started preaching that the way to do that is through emotional connection, even if maybe the core product isn't all that strong.
Oh.
They tell companies to, share vulnerabilities, talk about minor epiphanies.
Hmm.
Like the classic example is the founder's backpacking trip to Bali that somehow resulted in an app delivering, like, artisanal toast.
Right. I think I've seen that LinkedIn post. So, okay, businesses are pouring time and money into these big stories. What's the result? What are we seeing out there, it feels like? Like you said, maybe peak narrative saturation.
Exactly that. Peak narrative saturation.
Yeah.
While all this story weaving is going on, consumers are often just thinking, hey, could your app maybe just work properly?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Or could these shoes perhaps not fall apart after 2 weeks?
totally.
So many businesses are investing heavily in these elaborate brand stories, but they're neglecting the basics, the fundamentals that actually drive customer satisfaction and loyalty.
That imbalance seems crucial.
It is.
Yeah.
And the fact that everyone is doing it has, paradoxically, undermined the original goal, which was to stand out. It's especially obvious on places like LinkedIn, right?
Oh, yeah.
Every other post feels like a mini melodrama.
Hmm.
The templates are so predictable now, the childhood struggle, the awful boss, the chance encounter that sparked a billion-dollar idea.
Right, the formula.
Yeah. And this sameness creates what you could call storytelling white noise. Despite all the talk of authenticity, these stories feel less genuine and more like just following a template.
And I think we've all felt that disconnect, haven't we? That moment when a brand's huge story just doesn't match up with our actual experience of their product.
Mm-hmm.
This narrative dissonance you mentioned, like
Yeah.
a fast fashion brand talking about deep sustainability while making disposable clothes. How does that really land with, savvy consumers today?
Well, it doesn't just fail to persuade, it actively damages their credibility.
Right.
These manufactured stories often just backfire completely. They create the exact opposite effect of what was intended.
Okay.
And from a business angle, this raises a really important question, one that marketing teams wrestle with constantly. What's the actual return on investment for all this storytelling?
Yeah, the ROI.
Every dollar, every hour spent crafting and pushing out a brand narrative is a dollar or an hour not spent on, say, product development or better customer service or fixing operations. Storytelling has its place, of course, but its effectiveness really needs to be weighed against those other critical needs.
So it's about balance then.
It's fundamentally about substance, I think.
Yeah.
The core insight here from the sources is that the most effective businesses get that the best stories aren't actually manufactured in a marketing meeting.
Okay.
They emerge organically from having exceptional products and services. Think about companies like, say, Apple or Tesla.
Right. Iconic brands.
Exactly. They didn't primarily succeed because they told better stories about themselves. They succeeded because they created a product so compelling, so innovative, that they inspired other people, you, the customers, the fans, the critics, to tell stories about them.
Ah, that's a key distinction. The story comes from the substance.
Precisely. Their narratives weren't brainstormed. They were built through genuine innovation and the actual customer experience.
Okay. So, wrapping this up, what does all this mean for you listening right now? Whether you're maybe trying to build a brand yourself or you're just trying to figure out what's genuinely valuable as a consumer.
Yeah, what's the takeaway?
Maybe consider this. Are the brands you really admire crafting a story for you, something they've carefully manufactured? Or is their substance just so compelling, their product or service so genuinely good that you end up becoming the storyteller for them?
Hmm, that's a great question.
It's definitely something to mull over the next time you hear that really unique origin myth, isn't it?